Hey, it's Rico. Just wanted to share one of my pet peeves in games. This is not one that comes up all the time, but when it does come up, it's extremely distracting. Well, you'll see what it is. These gentlemen here are in enemy uniforms. They are in an enemy base, and they're trying to sneak out of the base. So they're in the right uniform, so that should be fine. They're going to pretend like one of these guys is injured, and they're going to just walk out. But the problem comes up over here, which apparently isn't a problem, but here it is.
Estamos heridos. Tenemos acceso 7 acorralados en el laboratorio. Necesitamos más hombres. Sí, señor.
Now, for those of you that speak Spanish, you understand the problem right away. For those of you who don't, I'll explain it. It's that his Spanish was terrible. Now, what he said was, this guy's injured, we're taking him somewhere, there's like 6 or 7 infiltrators trapped in the lab, send more men. And I get it, it works fine, but the Spanish was so terrible, and none of these guards stopped to say, hey, wait a minute, what's up with that? Why are you talking like that? Are you a foreign infiltrator? Let me check your ID. All of you guys are wearing masks. It takes me right out of the game. It's almost a plot hole. These guys should not be getting through all these checkpoints, just waltzing out of the base during, while the alarms are going off, while everybody knows that they've been infiltrated. By now, they're probably on the radio saying, hey, we haven't found the infiltrators. None of the bodies have been found. We're still looking for them. Where could they have gone? But and then you've got these 4 gentlemen speaking terrible Spanish, and nobody gives them a second look, and it bothers me. It's like I said, it's almost a plot hole. It stops the game, and it's like, yeah. And what's worse is that they do get discovered. They're going to get discovered in a minute, and it's not the terrible Spanish that does it. It's just a roadblock and a guy who says, hey, why don't you guys take off your masks? You know what I mean? If something like this is gonna happen, I would just hope that the voice actors are trained better so that they have just the proper Spanish. Just because if this kind of thing keeps happening, it just, like I said, it takes me right out of the game. So here it is. I mean, it would have been interesting if them not being able to speak Spanish is what gets them discovered, but no.